And here we go. The 18th ever meeting and a Big Ten regular season championship up for grabs would be the first for either program.
The offense took a big step for the Buckeyes this year, and that's what needed. You look at last year's season, it seemed like the offense wasn't really clicking. The defense as always has, and you've obviously seen that this year.
Alex LaBelle let it rip, and Fayok comes up with his first save. It's still pinballing, still loose, and eventually Bobby Van Buren comes away with it. In transition, Greg Langermeyer, the captain. Langermeyer, what a pass, and it goes off the side of the cage. Haas could not finish. Marinier, the scoop off the ground ball in the corner, and Ohio State will reset with a fresh shot clock. He is a great leader for this program. You got to experience that just a couple of years ago. Shot clock under 30, and here's Marinier. 40 goals this season, third in the country. Shane O'Leary dodging, down he goes, and the flag comes out first of the game as Hunter Taylor took it away. A penalty coming up on Michigan. Saw Jack Marlowe sprint onto the field there. Marlowe, a sophomore budding star on the defensive end. Tight feed in traffic, and Pace Billings, perhaps the best defensive player in the Big Ten, is in transition.
That's what we'll see in this game, titled The Game as one of the biggest rivalries in college sports. We're not going to see the last of that.
I assume those types of plays are emphasized heavily, as there's a save for Fayok. Emphasized heavily in the locker room by the coaches before the game. Get the ball in my hands, make something happen.
This matchup, I think, is one of the most underrated this weekend. Bobby Van Buren, potentially one of the best defenders in the country, along with Cohen, one of the best offensive players. That's going to be a battle we're going to continue to watch this game.
Van Buren's footwork is outstanding. So is Michigan's off-ball movement, but Fayok has been terrific so far. Lucas Stannett, the Princeton transfer, an elite dodger for this Michigan team. Morgan, the bouncer, saved. Big tasty meeting the moment, and then that was turned away. A dive for the ball, Michigan wins it. Nothing there. Lockwood. Oh, Lockwood defended very closely. 7 seconds now. Morgan. Nothing there against Cullen Brown. And Brown has the ground ball. Lockwood with the rollback. Defended well by Kyle Foster. 10 to shoot for Jackson Clay, playing in his 4th consecutive game. Bowen's all over it and has the ground ball. Garrett Haas. The whack from Whitney. Shane O'Leary twisting through traffic. And Taylor makes the save. And now the penalty on Michigan. Only 6 seconds left on the man up. Oh, that came loose in a hurry. It's going to be a hot ground ball today, and Pace Billings has this one. Who can break the seal here? Just about 11 minutes in. Turning shot to score. It's Michigan. And guess who? Ryan Cohen. Cohen, one of the best in the country, finding just a sliver of space and giving Michigan the first goal of the game. What has to change on the offensive end for Ohio State here, Mitchell?
I think shots will end up falling. They're taking good opportunities. Just keep shooting, as Coach Myers would always tell us back in the day.
That's exactly what Ben Mayer did as it goes wide, and Ohio State will reset. Couple of saves for Hunter Taylor to begin this game. Haas can't score it. Might have been clipped by Taylor. Was the dive enough for Ohio State? No. Michigan takes over with Pace Billings. Said he was told 15 times walking to the locker room after the Maryland game, go beat the team up north. It was an immediate thought. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and just wide of Taylor again.
Liam White's been a special player this year. A lot of praise coming out of Boys Latin in Baltimore, Maryland. Now coming to Ohio State, having a couple different runs, and another one.
Garrett Haas tumbling to the ground, ties it at 1.
Garrett Haas, an interesting story himself. Spends 2 years on a mission trip and gets to Ohio State last year, and then scores a big one here, a big pivotal part of this Ohio State offense.
You talk to Marinier or any of the offensive players from Michigan, Haas has been the difference maker this year.
Haas has been the difference maker. When I was at Ohio State 2 years ago, Garrett Haas was on campus. You could tell by the skills and his mindset and how bad he wanted to win.
Jack McKenna muscled away. Haas against Whitney. Serpentine around the crease, and Taylor got it. Setting up this one today, the seeding scenario is much simpler. And a Big Ten regular season championship up for grabs. Stanton could not get it by Fyock. Taking up a bunch of the cage, and a late chuck with 6 seconds, rolling towards the end line to conclude the quarter. What I would assume would be a separate banner at the Michigan Lacrosse Stadium. 2 beautiful new facilities for both Ohio State and Michigan. Both schools choosing to invest heavily in lacrosse.
If you look at Ohio State, if their offense can play the way they want them to play, it can really be a lopsided game here, but we haven't seen that so far.
Haven't seen much space for Marinier. Got a little bit, but not much there. That shot heavily affected, and Taylor's out of the cage with it. Making the dodge against McKenna. Taylor is very active in and out of the crease. And from behind the cage, it's Haas. Met by Whitney. Shot clock to 30. Turner around Ennis. And goes high. Directly to a teammate. Taylor makes the save. And bounces off an official. Back to O'Leary, who's leveled. And a timeout. Nick Myers almost at midfield trying to get it. Just look at this hit. Rivalry personified.
And now being a mainstay the rest of this season for the Wolverines.
He was a scout teamer, and because of some injuries, he gets an opportunity. Hunter Taylor said he drives defensive coordinator Jim Rogalski crazy as there is a high stick. Flags fly, hit the pipe. All kinds of action going on.
Can't get under the throat there. That's definitely a penalty. And O'Leary tries to finish the job, doesn't get it done.
Marinier, nice catch. You can see the velo on the shot and why he's so dangerous.
That's what the Buckeyes want to do. Get Alex Marinier, time and room, bullseye. They want him to shoot the ball.
Shoots it again. Oh, it stopped right in front of Taylor. How did that not go in?
Taylor looks like he mishandled it in net. And if the ball stays above the goal line, but the goalie's in net, that is totally fine. Alex Marinier coming in with this step, and you don't exactly know where he's shooting. He gets caught up in his sweatpants.
A delayed penalty here, standing on the move for Michigan. Oh, a flip behind the back of the pass. And drops over to Fyock, now the penalty. A little bit too much there from Ari Allen with that shove from behind. 20 seconds expired. Mulholland. Stanton Now it's Cohen. Straight away, a little bit of space, and Mulholland finds the pipe.
Wow, what a shot.
Dylan McGee feeds Marinier. Now it's Haas going to work. Got the dodge around Marlowe. Haas turns and scores. Ohio State in front. Haas's second of the day.
Garrett Haas putting on a clinic. Right to right, coming back, shifty. Reminds me of a young Michael Sowers, and coming up the hash. Absolute paints that right pipe. Look at the way he has his hands back. Turns it and is in go mode. Garrett Haas is going to be a player we continue to talk about.
Can Ohio State go make it, take it? It's still loose, and they got it with Marinier.
Goal by number 2, Garrett Haas.
But he had it knocked away.
Haas unassisted for Ohio State.
Absolute chaos. Bowen bulldogging like a running back, looking everybody down. And a timeout for Ohio State. And Nick Myers wants to put some pads on and get out there himself. He is juiced. Haas with both goals for Ohio State today. Back with it and scanning. And great anticipation from Max Bonner.
The second half of the season for the Wolverines is always something special. A team that, again, you do not want to count out in late April, early May.
Stanit answers.
Some heavy shooters for Michigan. Stanit, we saw Mulholland earlier today. Look at the way he comes downfield dodging, catches out of the box, and it's go time. Langermeyer has no opportunity to catch up down the alley. Bingo with that corner. Stan, we've seen this at Princeton, and now what he's doing at Michigan is something very exciting.
Lucas Stanit might have a big game on Saturday. And he has his first today to tie it at 2. Jack Oldman gets the ground ball. Top 5 in the country in ground balls this year, leading the Big Ten.
His first of the game, his 18th of the season.
Wants a penalty, wants some sort of call there from the refs. He's not getting it. And Buckeyes, here they come.
It looked like a high stick there onto the helmet of Marinier. And Ohio State goes right back in front. Ben Mayer, the senior. Offense starting to loosen up a little bit for the Buckeyes.
Just took a couple there. Some nerves, some traditional feelings, but this is what Ohio State wants. The shorty on short matchup. Look at how Ben squares the hips, makes a quick little nudge, and then comes around right over the top. If you're a young lacrosse player out there, watch this on repeat. The way he comes right over the top, right over the shoulder is so important if you want to become a great player at this level.
Mayer with his 12th goal of the year, and 6 of his last 7 goals have come on the road. Road warrior Ben Mayer in Ohio State goes make it, take it with Oldman. Bowen, ooh, he thought about it.
Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute.
He had that big ground ball earlier. He was starting to feel it. And the clock under 3:30 for the quarter. Marinier clips the pipe. Ohio State's clearly surging right now.
The momentum is definitely on the Buckeye side. They have what it takes. They need to keep this going. Trying different opportunities like a little hidden ball trick.
Yeah, who's got it? It's Matthews. Gannon Matthews bouncing wide. Taylor trapping. Poked inside of the crease. Can't do that. Cohen had the first goal of the game. Quiet sense. Oregon. Fyack scoops it up. On the run out, hard to control, eventually controlled by Langermeyer, whacked away. Cohen is so good on the ride. Brown striding ahead past Whitney. A successful clear. Brown around Whitney. Downhill shot. Taylor got enough of it. O'Leary couldn't capitalize. 7 seconds for Marinier. Marinier dodges, goes low, and Taylor vacuums it up. Regular season championship goes to the victor. Another face-off win for Ohio State. Early chance on the doorstep and an immediate goal for the Buckeyes. 8 seconds in, and it's Ed Sheen with his first of the day.
Talk about a huge momentum swinger starting out the second half. Big win by Ono here, coming down. They have Island on the wing, specifically play a little offense, little defense, and then obviously you see Ed Sheen on the doorstep. Bingo. That's a great way for the Buckeyes to start out the second half.
Ending up 1-2 this season. Mayer turning the corner and could not convert. It'll stay with the Buckeyes, 35 to shoot.
That could have been Mayer's second on the day. Again, they love to attack the shorties. This is what we call a mismatch opportunity. Haas with another one, gets stripped away by Billings.
That was a great check. And Taylor will operate outside the crease. Morgan the quick dodge and rolls it back. Kevin Connery just told us Michigan's looking for level 1 opportunities. Expand on that a little bit more, Mitchell. What are they looking for?
Right here.
Standing almost capitalized on the level 1.
Level 1 opportunities is what we call opportunities that you know you want to hunt and can get good shots from.
Out of the tangle, straight away. Stanton, shifty. Good recovery. And a switch from Foster. Short stick against Lockwood. Cohen, flip in front, Stanton scores! The off-ball movement pays off again for the Wolverines. And they answer Ohio State's goal to start the third.
That is textbook ball movement from a great Division I program like Michigan. If we take a look at the way they're dodging with their head up, but also they're looking at the next feed, standing in the right place at the right time, puts the ball low, and it is just glorious right there. That is high-level Division I lacrosse.
Ohio State scored their first goal. Michigan might have been just as crisp there.
The back-and-forth battle, the rivalry, we chatted about this earlier. We knew a game would be just like this, and the Buckeyes are charging.
And Marinier converts. Finally breaking his own seal. The top goal scorer in the Big Ten has his first, and Ohio State strikes quick again.
We chatted with Alex Marinier earlier this week, and we asked him, what's the favorite shot on the field? And he said, without a doubt, the fast break point shot. As you see coming down, they fake him off. Marinier gets the ball, shoots it, and that is his favorite shot. Look at the way he steps into it, and he has a cannon. That's why he has 41 goals on the year.
He wasn't even playing the position 2 years ago. Canadian box lacrosse dominated on the offensive end. They thought maybe we should give him a shot to just get on the field the offensive side. Let's see, because the stats were too good over the summer in box lacrosse. So here comes Michigan. Rideout fires. Bayak just kept it out of the cage. And now it's Turner. Ohio State patient. Make it Mayer feeding McKenna. Spinning around Whitney. No flag. Ball in the crease. And going back to Michigan. We've talked about the issues for getting Cohen free. How do they get him free on this possession?
Picks. Picks need to continue to be the pivotal point here. And another
Morgan had it stuffed by Big Tasty. Whistles blow. Fayok confused. And let's see. Morgan was pushed, maybe not pushed, into the goal mouth and then lost his helmet. A switch, and Billig back over to Turner on the opposite side. Haas against Whitney. Taking on a long pull. Haas tangled up and bounces towards Taylor, still loose. Taylor trying to corral it, can't find it, and finally picks it up.
Then Michigan scoring. We're settling in now. And which team's going to make the next step forward?
Justin Ford stepping forward. And bouncer in! Ford has hardly played this year, and he scores in the biggest game of the season.
What a shot by Ford. Doesn't play that much. Right to left, dominant right hand. Goes fast down the alley on Ari Allen. And a simple, fundamental, high bouncer. Gets big tasty. And look at that, Ford on the board in the biggest game of the season. And Coach Connery to use his backups in order to still play at a 12th ranked national schedule.
Ford lost it as he wound up for the shot and got plowed. Bowen sent him down. Feeds Brown. Transition. Bouncer saved. Oh, some late contact as the whistles blew from the officials. A little bit testy, but man, Bowen delivered a blow as he started that transition break.
A little bit of temper on him. A little bit of temper. We obviously saw that there. Him and Hunter Taylor getting after it. But Buckeyes ball.
A swat from Billings. One of the best in the country does it again. A catch in transit. Van Wees. Marlowe. Extra feed Lockwood. Michigan can tie here. Heart of the field, and Case Van Wees scores. His first goal of the year makes it 5-5. And unlikely heroes knotting the game with Ford and Van Wees. What a game. We've had everything. Bowen's delivered multiple blows so far today. But Michigan with the last two punches. Van Wees the latest. Mulholland accelerating. Had the quick slide from Foster. Lockwood against a shorty. Lockwood dodging. Foster sliding again. Lockwood diving. Flag came out. I don't think it found the back of the cage, but perhaps a push here to give Michigan a man up.
Shifty Bo Lockwood on Kyle Foster. Sees he can get the inside edge. Takes it. Foster with the push. Doesn't go in. Tasty, a little disappointed. But obviously the flag, and Michigan is going to go man up.
So Foster to a knee. 30 seconds to operate. Extra man for Michigan. Both teams 0 for 3. Man up today. Quick flip, LaBelle, patient, and it pays off. 3 unanswered goals for the Wolverines to go in front.
LaBelle, what a career. We talked about it earlier. Not playing that much earlier in the season and playing great since the Hopkins game, but it really goes to Cohen. Look at the eyes at the top. LaBelle just waiting for that pass. Little dip and dunk action on the crease and puts Michigan up. Look at that. Tacey getting shaked out of his shoes and celebrating with play.
And LaBelle has now scored in every game in his career that he's played. All 7 of them. Another face-off win for Michigan. That has changed the momentum as much as anything.
Michigan comes back in the second half. They've pressed the pedal to the metal on the face-offs, and obviously they've gone up here. That's been a big momentum change for the Wolverines.
A lot of space for Mulholland. Fayok steps up. Bowen in transit, perfect bounce off the stick of Fayak. Bowen, inside, Haas turned away. And the ground ball to Michigan. Bonner on the run now.
You guys just got the ball back from not having it for a couple minutes. Not even above goal line extended to try to make a fake and finish and score. I don't like that. I think that's a, hey, let's settle up and let's see what we can do.
Oh, what a pass, and Morgan pays it off.
The momentum has definitely switched here in Ann Arbor. Ohio State came out of the half ready to go, and it's all been Michigan ball recently. With a little dodge right to right, and just dodging with your head up is so important. A little cut in the crease, Tasty's mad, Michigan scores, and they go up by 2.
We did not see that much space for Michigan on the offensive end at all in the first half.
Defensive unit in Tasty, hey, we need to lock in. We have 2 minutes left in the third, the whole fourth left. If we want to win this game, it starts with the defense.
A 4-goal run over the last 4 and change, and Michigan nearly got another face-off win. But Griffin Liedl was able to pick up the ground ball for Ohio State.
Michigan, time on the goal, 2:06, third quarter.
Got to get it across quick. And a clear. Ooh, leveled from behind, and now the flag out. That looked pretty clear on Jack Marlowe. And a little bit of a shove from Jack Oldman. Oh, Marlowe went high too on Liam White.
Anytime you go in at the shoulder, it's questionable, right? That was definitely more towards his back, but the shoulder is an interesting play with the aspect of you can kind of get him in the front, you can kind of get him in the back, and you're really leaving it up to the ref, and here's the rivalry. This is what it's about, protecting your teammates. Jack Oldno right there.
Mayer. Billings swatting at him. Haas. Marinier keeps it moving. Turner inside, Mayer lost it. Whitney comes away with it. Whitney striding ahead. Tons of time burning here. Morgan with 15. Standing right beside. Mulholland, 10. Mulholland, bouncer stopped by Fayak. 5 seconds for Island. Flips it ahead. And no goal to end the third. You talked about staying loose before a big game like this. Bob Marley is the choice for Hunter Taylor.
Bob Marley, John Mayer, everyone has their own opinion.
Pace Billings scoops up the ground ball off the face-off, and Michigan with it to start the fourth quarter. Ohio State looking for momentum, trying to claw back in this one. Donnery spins, Mayer. Marinier. Over to McKenna. Turning, and Taylor makes the stop. And Taylor out to retrieve, making sure the backup was there. Morgan sizing up. Faking out Bowen. Morgan scores! Shake and bake to put Michigan up 3.
What a move. This is exceptional footwork. Dante Bowen didn't even know where he was going, but shout out to Morgan for working on his COD in the offseason. Look at this, coming up top. Watch for the hezzy, coming back, potentially flipping his hips. Bingo, got some. Coming top side, right on the doorstep. 5-hole, mom keeps the cookies, and Morgan is celebrating with the fist pump.
Future Michigan lacrosse players in attendance as well. 1997 national champion on the football team. Jace Morgan, his son, closing in on a regular season championship perhaps. Turner getting around Ennis. Michigan standing strong. That pops loose, and Whitney's right there. A lot of feeds into tight traffic for Ohio State on the offensive end, and Michigan is eating it up. Both these teams recruit the Midwest so well, a passionate rivalry that Michigan has controlled the last couple of years. With a Big Ten regular season championship in the mix today as well. Matthews goes right into the lap of Taylor. Opted for the fastball.
What a save. Hunter Taylor's been a pivotal part of this second half.
A season high 13 saves today with that last one. Ford had a goal in the third. LaBelle got all tangled up on the shot. An easy bounce to Fayok. Ohio State last scored with just under 12 minutes in the third quarter. It's been well over a quarter since they've struck. Dodging McGee. Taylor stops it. As McGee goes down, the ball is loose. And Marlowe was there.
And people in the lacrosse community, but what he's done at Michigan, 2 back-to-back Big Ten championships, it's so special, and he's an outstanding coach.
Ooh, LaBelle with a jumping turn and missed. Houlihan the backup. It's senior day today, and his message to the seniors was thank you for believing. When you came here in 22, things weren't going too well.
Things were not. Things were not going that well.
Houlihan with a tough shot. Fayok keeps it up again as the shot clock was expiring. And here comes Ohio State. Unsettled right now. Can they capitalize? Under 6 to go. Haas turning. Ohio State feels like they need a goal on this possession. Matthews got it. Ohio State not done yet. It's 8-6. Their first goal since the early stages of the third.
Ohio State goal by number 20.
Gannon Matthews with the spark that Ohio State badly needed. Michigan was on a 5-0 run. Now it's 8-6. Both going for a Big Ten regular season title today. If Michigan holds on, you would imagine it's the blue Gatorade that comes out again.
Definitely.
Stand it. Fayok makes the save. Feels like any goal at this point for Michigan could be the dagger.
Yes, in reverse. Any goal for Ohio State could be the momentum switcher, and that's what they need here. Long pass by Big Tasty, and this could be the momentum swinger that the Buckeyes need.
They got the stop. Plenty of time with 4 minutes left. If they get a goal here, this game is very much alive. Matthews had the last one for Ohio State after a long drought. And it does it again! 2 Gannon cannons to make it 8-7.
Gannon Matthews. Huge goal for the Buckeyes. A player that transferred from Cleveland State to the Buckeyes last year. Played a lot last year, been silent this year, and takes that seniority route, the advantage. The left to right quick split, top shelf. Hunter Taylor doesn't even react.
Fan in the overalls, fired up. 2 much needed goals for Matthews at the right time. And here we go. Back to a 1-goal game. Michigan had the largest lead for either team at 3, 8-5. Big face-off. Ground ball, loose. Billings on the chase. Scoops it up. Oh, it scoots by Cohen. It was a low pass from Billings, and Ohio State takes over. Marinier still pretty quiet today with just 1. Haas thought about it. Marinier, keep it moving. Matthews, whipping. O'Leary with the turn. A bouncer, oh, it's in! Down he goes, and in it goes. 8-8. With Ohio State near a flat line, now they're tied.
Shane O'Leary. Another transfer goal coming from UMass to the Buckeyes this year. What a fantastic goal. Using his body to get around his defender, all lopsided, and gets the shot off. Primarily a lefty shooter and makes it happen. High bouncer. And he says, hey, it's tied up. We still got one more to go.
18 goals. Ball loose. Island got it. Still loose. Into the middle of the field here. Ohio State can take the lead now. A little bit unsettled. Big Ten regular season championship to the winner. Down to the wire in Ann Arbor. Dodge for Haas. Got a little bit of space. Flip it in the middle. Sheen! Oh my goodness! Four straight and Ohio State's in front.
What a move by Garrett Haas. This is an absolute clinic. Shake it. I've never even seen a move like this. The left to right, and then coming back with this. Oh my God, the swim. Mikey Sowers-esque. Eddie Sheen on the inside just throws it low. You have two defenders' feet right there. Hunter Taylor doesn't even know where it's going, and the Buckeye bench is electric to go up one.
Wow. What a run after a massive drought that lasted well over a quarter. And it started right here. Oldman and company winning faceoffs. Up by one. They can drain this clock almost all the way down.
Ohio State taking it here. A minute left, 35 seconds down. Gannon Matthews, middle of the field, gonna can it, and that could potentially do it for Ohio State. Gannon Matthews, the last four for the Buckeyes. Transferred from Cleveland State last year, played a ton last season. And then coming into this year, having an iffy playing style, and then seals the deal for the Buckeyes to get the Big Ten regular season championship. Gannon just outrunning his defenders, making it look easy, coming to the middle of the field, sees right down the middle, cans it. Buckeyes go up two with 50 plus seconds left. Michigan wins the faceoff, and they're charging. 50 seconds left. If I'm Connery, we're calling a timeout within the box to make something happen. And there it is. The timeout from Coach Connery.
Would be one of the all-time wins in program history, considering the rivalry and what's at stake. Deflected away. Michigan's got to get to it. Bounds off Ohio State. They had a chance to gain possession and pretty much seal the deal. And the call is confirmed. Back to action, 25 seconds left. Michigan has to score quick. Down by two. Here comes Cohen. Quick feed. Makes the save. Ball loose. Swatted away. Midfield, 10 seconds. They're playing hockey right now. It's working. Clock running. 3 seconds. 1.3 left, but it doesn't matter. Nick Myers and the Ohio State faithful taste it. And they've done it. A surge for the ages in the fourth quarter on the road. Ohio State, Big Ten regular season champions for the first time in program history.